Hi, everyone. I'm preparing the content for a series of workshops I have been asked to deliver for people who want to start their own businesses in the field of agriculture. And I want to share some insights with you. Now, one of the main areas I focus on in these workshops is the importance of user personas. These are detailed profiles of your ideal customers. They help you understand who your customers are, what they value, and how they make their decisions. So if you have a business or if you think of starting one, you should focus on creating these personas. They are actually crucial to building a strategy that truly speaks to your audience. But to create effective user personas, you first need to be able to segment your customers properly. And to do that, you need data. So today, I want to talk to you about customer segmentation, how it works, and why it's more important than ever to get it right. You know, it's interesting. Customer expectations have completely shifted in recent years. In the past, businesses could rely on a more generalized approach. But that's just not going to cut it anymore. Customers today want personalized, tailored experiences, and it's happening everywhere. Companies like Amazon and Netflix are champions in this. They leverage massive amounts of data to understand our preferences, our behavior, even our emotions, delivering exactly what we want before we even realize we want it. It's a level of personalization that feels predictive, and it's what makes these brands feel like they are in tune with us, not just selling to us. It's a completely different way of engaging with customers, which is further it's a completely different way of engaging with customers, and it's moving away from just a transactional relationship. Customers have come to expect this type of behavior they have with Netflix and Amazon across the board, no matter what industry they are interacting with, even if they are at their local bank. Think about it. When someone walks into a bank, they want to feel like the bank understands their financial goals. They want to feel that the bank is offering products and services that makes sense to them specifically. It's just no longer enough to offer a one-size-fits-all solution. People expect relevance and personalization, whether they are shopping online, visiting their bank, or even at the doctor's office. So when we think about how businesses can keep up with these rising expectations, so if you're a business, in order to keep up with these expectations, the key is customer segmentation. This is not just about the basic stuff like age, location, or gender. To really hit the mark, businesses need to go deeper into understanding customer behaviors, needs, motivations. It's all about digging into the data that truly understand what drives people so that every experience with your customers it's all about digging into the data to truly understand what drives people so that every experience with your brand feels customized and personalized. So, to truly understand your customers, you need to go beyond basic demographics and really dive into the kind of data that tells you what drives them. For example, psychographic data reveals a lot about a person's values, interests, and lifestyle. Basically, what they care about at a deeper level. This helps you connect with them on a more personal and more emotional level rather than just seeing them as a transaction. Then there's behavioral data. This is what you get to see how your customers actually imp- this is the data to use. This is the data to use. This is the data. This is the data you use to actually understand how your customers interact with your brand. Which pages in your website they visit more often, how long they stay, what content they engage with. This kind of data is like a roadmap to understanding how customers are navigating their journey with you. It tells you what excites them and what might be causing them to drop off. And of course, there's also the purchase history, one of the most valuable insights you can gather. What have your customers bought in the past? How often they need how often they make the purchase, and by how often they make the purchase. And by analyzing that, you get a sense of their preferences and buying patterns, which helps you predict what they might be interested next. Once you've gathered this rich data, the next step is grouping your customers into segments based on shared behaviors or attributes. Once you've gathered this rich data, once you've once you've gathered all this data, you can then segment your customers. Once you've gathered all this data, you can then group your customers into segments. Once you've Once you've gathered this rich data, the next step is grouping your customers into segments based on shared behaviors or attributes. Think of it as creating smaller communities of customers who have common Think of it as creating smaller communities of customers who have common interests or needs. By segmenting your audience this way, you can deliver more targeted experiences. So, how does this work in the real world? Let's look at Netflix. They've nailed personalized recommendations by analyzing what you watch, when you watch it, and how you rate it. This data allows Netflix to keep you engaged by suggesting new content that's perfectly aligned with your interests. It's incredibly powerful and it leads to higher engagement and subscription renewals. And then there's Amazon. They use purchase history, browsing behavior, and even time spent on product pages to recommend products to you. Whether you're shopping for tech gadgets, books, or clothing, Amazon knows what you're likely to be interested in next, even before you know it. And this targeted personalization drives more page and this targeted personalization and this targeted personalization drives more sales and increases customer satisfaction. Now you might be asking, where do you even get all this data? Well, there are several powerful tools and platforms that help you collect the data you need to dive deeply into your advanced customer analytics. Let me break it down to you. First up, CRM systems like Salesforce or HubSpot are absolute game changer. These tools help you track everything about your customers, from their purchase history to the interactions they had with your brand. It's like having a complete history of every relationship you've had with each customer. You can see exactly what they've bought, when they've bought it, and even how they interacted with. These tools help you track everything about your customers, from their purchase history to the interactions they've had with your brand. It's like having a complete history of every relationship we've had. It's like having a complete history. It's like having a complete history for every relationships. It's like having a complete history for every relationship you've had with. It's like having a complete history of every relationship. It's like having a complete history of every relationship you have had with all of your customers. You can see exactly what they've bought, when they bought it, and even how they interacted with your marketing campaigns. And this is crucial because it helps you segment your customers into meaningful groups based on their behavior and needs. So if you are using a CRM, you already have a lot of the heavy lifting done for you. And then there's web analytics. Think of platforms like Google Analytics or Adobe Analytics. These tools track how users are engaging with your website or your app. They show you what pages people are spending time on, how long they're staying, and crucially, where they drop off. This gives you deep insights into what's working and what isn't. For example, if you see people spending a lot of time on a particular product page but not checking out, that could signal that they're interested, but maybe just not. This could this could signal that they might be interested, but they might need a little nudge. With this kind of information, you can personalize their experience in real time, maybe offering them a discount or showing them related items. Next, let's talk about social media insights. Platforms like Meta Analytics, that's Facebook and Instagram, and LinkedIn, offer incredible data on customer behavior. These tools show you what your followers are engaging with, what topics interest them, and how they respond to your content. By looking at Meta's analytics, for example, you can see the demographics of people who engage with your posts: age, gender, interests, and even what time of day they are most active. By looking at Meta's analytics, for example, you can see the demographics of people who By looking at Meta's analytics, for example, you can see the type of people who engage with your posts. By looking at Meta's analytics, for example, you can see the demographics of people who interact with your content. By looking at Meta's analytics, for example, you can see the type of people who are interacting with your content, their age, their gender, their interests, and even what time of day they are most active. This lets you target your posts to the right people at the right time with content that speaks to them directly. Similarly, on LinkedIn, you can gather professional insights about your audience. LinkedIn gives you the ability to analyze your audience's job titles, industries, and career interests, helping you fine tune your content and outreach to better align with their professional needs. And then there's e-commerce platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce. If you're running an online store, for example, these platforms give you access to detailed transaction history and real-time analytics. You can see what people are buying, how often, and even what products they looked at but didn't purchase. This data is like gold for personalized recommendations. For example, if someone frequently buys running shoes from your store, you can suggest new workout gear or offer them a discount on their next store purchase. These insights help you create tailored recommendations that drive more sales. Another powerful way to gather data that I wanted to mention is through surveys and feedback tools like SurveyMonkey or Typeform. Sending out surveys or gathering feedback allows you to go directly to the source, your customers, and ask them what they like, what they need, and where you can improve. It's a great way to collect psychographic data, which gives you insights into their values, their preferences, and even pain points. This kind of direct feedback helps you understand exactly what's driving their decisions so you can personalize your offerings even further. Finally, one of the most exciting areas in data collection is the use of AI and machine learning tools. These tools can help you analyze large volumes of data from all the sources just mentioned: CRM systems, web analytics, social insights, and more. What's amazing about AI is that it doesn't What's amazing about AI is that it doesn't just collect data. It helps you predict the future. What's amazing about AI is that it doesn't just help you collect data. It helps you predict future behavior based on patterns. For example, if you see that customers who viewed a certain product on your site tend to buy it within a few days, AI can recommend that product to other customers in real time who are showing similar browsing behaviors. This leads to real-time personalization that feel this f- this leads to real-time personalization that feels This leads to real-time personalization that feels deeply relevant and timely to the user. So when you combine data from all of these sources, you are not just gathering information. You're creating a comprehensive, multidimensional view of your customer, which is the foundation for delivering personalized, engaging, and relevant experiences. It's all about understanding the why behind your customers. It's all about understanding the why behind your customer's action and using that knowledge to create better experiences. So, what is the key takeaway from today? Personalizing customer experiences is essential to standing out in today's market. By understanding what drives your customers, their values, behaviors, and purchase history, you can build deeper, more meaningful connections. So it's not only about knowing who they are, but about connecting with them in a way that feels relevant and personal. With the right data and insights, you can deliver experiences tailored to each individual. So thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, liking doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps me out. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with anyone who might find it interesting and useful. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with someone. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with anyone that might find it. Don't forget to subs. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with anyone that might find it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with anyone that might find it helpful. Drop your thoughts or questions in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're using data to create more personalized customer experiences.